Last Tuesday, our book club met at my house to discuss the latest novel on our list, a moody piece of fiction rife with existential quandaries and metaphorical prose. The usual crew gathered, Linda with her penchant for red wine, Carl, who always had a relevant anecdote, and Gary, who, for reasons unknown, brought his parrot, Edgar, along for the ride. Gary assured us Edgar was well behaved and promised he'd be a quiet observer. Little did we know, Edgar had other plans. As we settled in, Linda kicked off the discussion with some observations about the protagonist's journey through moral ambiguity. Just as Carl was about to launch into a story about his college days that somehow always seemed to relate, Edgar broke the silence with a loud squawk. Plot twist, we laughed it off, assuming it was a one-time outburst. But as the discussion went on, Edgar's interjections became more frequent, each one more pointed than the last. Pacing's a bit slow, he'd chirp, or character development? Meh. The group tried to maintain focus, but Edgar's critiques were relentless. It was as if he had studied under the harshest of literary critics. Linda, visibly miffed, suggested maybe Edgar should write the next book. Gary, oblivious to the chaos his feathered friend was causing, merely shrugged and said, "He does have a way with words." By the time we reached the climax of our discussion, Edgar had managed to dismantle every narrative choice the author had made. Finally, as the meeting wound down and we prepared to pick our next book, Edgar delivered his final blow. With a dramatic flap of his wings, he squawked. Maybe it should have been called 50 Shades of Squawk. The room erupted into laughter, and even Linda had to admit it was a fitting critique. As we packed up and left, Carl turned to Gary and said, "Next time, just bring the wine."